Succulent stew pork in Antigua and Barbuda. Today, we're turning our heads to some succulent stew pork prepared by Storytime and Cooking with 4C, a dish that many people are talking about. Not only do we get the stew pork, but we also get a taste of a flavorful rice and peas too. Let's take a look at that video. Hi guys, I've already seasoned the diced pork and made a video showing you exactly how I did it. Click on the link above or check the description box below. Add the pork to the pot and cover it. Bring it to a simmer and allow the pork to cook in its own juices for a bit on medium to high heat. Next, cut up a medium tomato, and a quarter of a red bell pepper and add them to the pot. Give it a gentle stir. Then add water to the pot, either to the level of the pork or just above the pork. Cover the pot and bring it to a boil. Add water as necessary. While the pork boiled, I washed the rice a few times until the water became clearer. Then I added the rice to a separate pot. To the rice, I added green seasoning, diced seasoning peppers, a sprig of rosemary, salt to taste, and a little garlic butter. Gave it a quick stir. Then I dropped in a Scotch bonnet pepper and allowed the rice to cook. When the rice softened and most of the liquid dried up, I opened a can of red beans and mixed it with the rice. Then I turned down the heat to low until all the liquid dried up. Anyway, once cooked, I ran a fork through the rice and peas to fluff it and set it aside until the stew pork joined it on the plate. Oh, speaking of stew pork, once the pork starts to soften, do a taste test and add salt and seasoning as needed. Here I have added thyme, tarragon, seasoning pepper and celery. Then I dropped in a tablespoon of garlic butter, a sprig of rosemary to enhance the flavor, and continued cooking. As the liquid started drying, I added about 3 crushed garlic and allowed the pork to do its thing and simmer down. Just before the liquid reached the level that I wanted, I threw in some chives or chive to add both color and flavor, then turn down the heat to medium to low heat. Check this out. The gravy has dried down and thickened. See how soft the pork looks now? Well, the succulent stew pork is ready. And I hope by now you've subscribed to my channel. If you haven't yet, go ahead and click that button. Stew pork is a favorite of many, and for the pork lovers, I hope you enjoyed making this stew pork with me. Now for rice and peas. Rice and peas is a great accompaniment to stew pork. And interestingly, although we used beans in some Caribbean islands like Dominica, we normally call this dish rice and peas. In Antigua, it's called red bean rice. At the end of the day, we just want to eat that tasty rice and peas along with that succulent stew pork.